Hello. What is going on? Welcome to the second live stream for this week. Obviously, the first one was Footy Abroad. Now we are going to be live streaming Billy Frampton's Tribunal hearing. So I think he'll get off, but it'll be interesting to see the debate around what's sort of going on, what the AFL are going to argue, and I think this should be really quick. I can't see this going for longer than an hour. Surely this doesn't go for longer than an hour because it's not. I reckon it's cut and dry. I think Michael Christian was just ticking boxes with. It's just like a tick box exercise now with the criteria and stuff regarding how these cases get adjudicated. I think this is going to be easily thrown out, but we'll see. So there's obviously no actual live stream. So we'll be going off. I think David Zeta will be tweeting it. So what we're going to do is how do I? So it starts at 5:30. Starts at 5:30. So we've got 14 minutes to just chill out, have a chat. You can ask some questions and put them in the chat, and we'll talk about them. Oh, actually, I'll show the comments here so you can see what everyone is sort of saying, because I am cross streaming from Facebook and YouTube. So I know some of those you can't see some of the comments. Shout out to Only Carlton. Good dude. Thoughts with Checkers and Frammer. Look. My thought when I watched it live, like at the ground, it just looked like Mychek ducked his head, and I think that's all it is. And Frampton was put into a position where he just, when a player's, look, I'm not a footballer, right? But when someone's coming at you with their head into you, what can you do? You know what I mean? What can you do? Thoughts on Carlton never losing again? I have thoughts. Probably can't say them on stream though, but I definitely have. I definitely have some thoughts. Hey, Valina, how you going? Kev, all the OGs in here, which is really cool. They said he didn't make sure he's okay. Oh, actually, you know what we'll get? Where is the AFL Billy Frampton? Where's the tribunal? Here. Is this where it was graded? Okay, so I'm just going to put up, then we can go over it together. Share screen. AFL here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. So, so he did suffer a neck fracture. So which is unfortunate, right? But are we going off what's happened, or are we going off the action itself, right? Obviously, if someone gets knocked out and stuff like that, you're going to get weeks on. We've seen that time and time again, where hits to the head that haven't been a concussion, haven't had severe penalties, that hits to the head with concussion have had. But this is what Frampton was charged with: rough conduct, grading the incident as careless, severe impact, and high contact. High contact, obviously, because it was his head. Severe impact because it caused that injury, and careless because it was just care. I don't see Frampton putting his hand up as careless, but it was so scary. Like, it was really, really scary watching that play out. But it's hard. Like, it's interesting because every single media pundit, I haven't seen a single commentator or journo, even opposition fan, say that 3 weeks is deserved and Billy Frampton it got what was coming to him. I haven't seen one person say that. So that probably tells you a lot. Jen from Albury Wodonga, how you going? How you going, Jen? Yeah, Stuart. Should be straightforward dismissal. It should. This should be like Warney bowling at an open stump. Just a straight dismissal. I did see. Did you order a Pendle's Guernsey off of? I did. I ordered two. The gold one. I've got an idea of putting it up. Obviously, you can't. So I've got the premiership one, but I want the gold one framed. I've got a cool idea for it, and then I ordered another one because I'll be giving it away to Swoop Luke members, so that's pretty cool. I did see Cooper. How you going, mates? I did see someone ask a question. Oh, here, Mitch. Assuming Billy and Maynard out for at least a Port game, so that's worst case scenario with Billy. How do you think our backline accommodates? It's an interesting one. So we know Joel Cochran comes back from that AC joint injury, so he probably is the way to go. But again, are you going to put a young kid in who's just come back from a shoulder injury straight into the team, without testing it in the VFL first? I think that's one thing that Collingwood don't do well enough when players are coming back from a big injury, is making sure that they're A-okay to go. So that's going to be the interesting thing. I think, I don't know. I want to say that it's going to be puncher straight up, which would make a little bit of sense coming in as that defender. That could work because we don't really have anyone else, because Noah Howes is still injured. He's got his dislocated shoulder. He's out for another 2 or 3 weeks. And you could, if Billy Frampton and Maynard are out, you could bring in someone like TJ. You could bring in someone like Jacob Ryan. I know that they're not full. Then how do I say it? They're not defenders in the way that Maynard is a defender. They're more running defenders. But what that means is that at least if you get a Jacob Ryan in, who is having an incredible VFL season, by the way, and so is TJ as well. But I think I've got Jacob Ryan just above TJ right now. I think it frees up Josh Dacos to go into the middle a little bit more. Free Frampton, Buzlaki. I feel like it's Suvlaki now. Another Jen from Wodonga, got a couple of Wodongas. TJ into the team. Get the puncher on. See, this is probably what they do with No Brainer Maynard. They probably put Parker in. And as much as I love Parker, I think he's going to be a good small forward, back pocket player. I reckon this is a perfect opportunity. And I've said it in my videos before, just to give Jacob Ryan or TJ and say, hey, here's 2 or 3 games. What the fuck do you have? What have you got? Show me what you've got. And then we can assess you instead of just, getting rid of him at the end. Yeah, Con, hopefully Frampton will escape suspension. I think he will. Do you think Mitch Pajaski will have a permanent role in the forward line with that? Yeah. Jamal, what does everyone think of Pods's game? I thought he was fantastic for a first-time player, just to be able to, when Harrison kicked him that ball and to snap on it on his left, played on. He could have gone back, taken 30 seconds or whatever. Just the confidence there. He did do a couple of things that were like, oh, I wish he didn't do that. But again, first time playing in front of nearly 90,000 players. It's nice to have someone there that's got really smart forward craft. I don't think he comes out of the team now. Touch wood, that is an injury, but I don't think he comes out of the team. Yeah, Pods, everyone's loving what Pods is doing. Yeah, exactly right, Kev. What's your thoughts on Brazzy opting for strength? Look, I like it. I know surgery, if he goes for surgery, it's pretty much just saying the season is all over. Pack her up. So if he can get away with strengthening it, jabbing it up until the season ends, I think go for it. Yeah, that's exactly right. Oh, hang on. Your first comment here was, so stupid that they only have careless or intentional when grading conduct. It shouldn't have to be one or the other. But that's exactly right. This matrix that I was talking about earlier, this is what needs to change. Actually, I don't know how you pronounce it. Ragwana, Rag. I'm gonna call you Rag. Let's get the matrix, MRP AFL matrix. Let's get that up and look. Grading. Oh, baby. All right. All right. I've got the grading. I'm gonna share the screen. Set penalty guide. Here we go. Okay. So it was is this this is Queensland. AFL Queensland. Hang on. Tribunal 2025. Here. So this is. Can you see that properly? Yeah, sweet. So this is what it is. So it was careless. What do we say? Careless. Careless, severe impact, and high contact. So careless, severe impact, high contact, and that's all you get. Like 3 on 1. Like there's nothing else. Like this, it's either intentional or it's careless. Like there's no accident. How nice would it be to say, "Oh, it was an accident"? But there's nothing like that. Unfortunately. What view do we like better? Nah, I don't care about showing my face too much. Oh no, this one. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's you there. That's what Rag was saying. It's either intentional or it's careless. Is David Zeta tweeting yet? No, he's not tweeting yet, but I know that what I'll do is this is cute. All right, hang on. I'm going to show you this. I'll take you to Twitter, to what's the definition of severe impact? So the definition of severe is conduct impact. Consideration, low, medium, severe, intentional. Classifiable offenses graded as severe. In respect of a charge for a classifiable offense where the impact is graded by the MRO as severe, if only the minimum prescribed sanction is sought at the AFL's discretion will specify. It doesn't really give you an example of what severe is. Impact. Consideration. The absence of injury does not preclude the classification of impact as severe. It doesn't actually say, hey, this is what severe means that I can see from this, which is really, really interesting. Sorry. What I was going to do was I'm going to stop steering this one. I'm going to share Twitter. And you can see here our ACL boys. This, I'm actually going to post that. That makes me really, 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 really sad. Oh God, look at Jamie. Look at them all. At least they're smiling, right? Okay, hang on. I think I've just got a tweet notification that it's good to go. Okay, live updates. Here we go. Just gonna post this. Okay. I'm just posting this on Instagram. In Facebook, our ACL trio. Getting better every day. All right. So we know, if you haven't watched the Tribunal before or seen what sort of happens, David Zeta is the man. He's always there, always updating. But I'll get Zeta's. He did just tweet Zeta. Okay. So here's the latest Melbourne update. Successfully underwent surgery overnight, and doctors have since provided a positive update confirming he is up and walking. So thankfully, he is all good, and that's exactly what we like to see. Oh, here we go. That's the severe impact ruling. I couldn't find that, so thanks, Rag, for grabbing that. Appreciate it. Lots of love, Prince. Good, mate. Lots of love around pods. That's what we love to see. That's what we absolutely love to see. Josh Dacos on a wing, TNT footy, 100%. I don't know why it hasn't happened already. Chris, I am doing really well, my friend. I'll be doing better once Billy Frampton gets off. Whoops, I don't want to tweet Zeta. I just don't think this is going to take as long as we think it will. Can you all see the Twitter properly? Because if not, I can. Last updated 21 minutes ago. So okay, so I've got the Fox Sports here. If you can't see the Twitter properly, so just let me know, or maybe I'll just do it like this. Yeah, because I'm not going to clip myself doing anything. Oh, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, hang on. I know this is insider trading, isn't it? Latest news. Okay, let's keep one eye on that, and I'll read out the Lachie Neale stuff. So, Collingwood's significant interest in Brisbane superstar Lachie Neale has opened the door to the prospect of a unique compensation pick for the Lions. The Magpies are among a number of clubs with keen interest in the two-time Brownlow medalist. That would take him to with the belief they could be prepared to get their offer to 3 years to land him at the club. He's in career best form. He's actually in better form now than he was when he won the flag in 2023, which is wild. Absolutely wild when you think about that. So Collingwood now are arguing it was not careless conduct. Sorry, I'll take off that comment. So I will be commentating and fucking posting to my Instagram as well. So there's going to be a lot of things coming, and then I'll keep reading comments and stuff. No, I didn't see that. Mr. Checker's drive. No, I haven't seen that. So that's very, very interesting there. Brody Mychek is expected to miss the rest of the season according to Melbourne's medical report. So that sucks. That sucks for Brody. Like that's really, really disappointing there. Let me zoom in on it a little bit. Oh yeah, can you see that? Oh, that's better. I wish Billy Frampton will now give evidence. All right, here we go. Frampers. Actually, let me know if I might change instead of this. Let me know if this one's better. I'm just going to use the Fox Sports. Billy Frampton. Let me know if this one's a little bit better. Billy Frampton confirms his name is Billy Frampton, despite being called William by the AFL. He says he is taught once or twice a week about how to tackle and understand that duty of care is paramount, which obviously makes sense, right? Duty of care is paramount. What was Brody Mychek's deal at Melbourne? Was it 2 years or was it 3? Yeah, I agree. Checker seemed to drive into Frampton. That's what started the clumsy. Yeah, 100%. You can see him, and if I play it, I'll get copyright struck. But you see him leading with his leg, into Frampton, and we've seen Brody Mychek do that time and time again while playing for us. So I wish they live stream this. Like that would be so good instead of just tweeting. How much do you hate the D's and why? Thank you for the donation, my friend. I really appreciate that. I don't know why. I think it was the booing of Maynard. Like I just can't stand him. I just can't stand him. Frampton said Checkers had a little stumble and I realized he was pretty low to the ground. So I sort of slowed my approach, trying to get him safely avoiding his head. And it just played out from there. He curled up and sort of drove into me. Immediately, I just wanted to make sure I didn't hit his head. So I reached over the top of him, coming from the side, trying to get him safely. I think that's no pun intended, but it honestly does hit the nail on the head there. Where's Zeta? I think it'll be Pies offered. Yeah, Pies did offer one, so it looks like Mychek's got 2 years. So it'll be a long road back. Hopefully, he's up and running. He's up and running soon. Like that would be nice, you know. Yeah, Mitch, again, hit the nail on the head here. Agreed, Alan. I just can't see how Billy was to tackle any other way. I don't think he could. I don't think he could tackle any other way. That's the thing. That's the thing. Like if we, nah, they'll strike me. They'll strike me if I put anything up. You know what? Fuck it. All right, let's go to YouTube. Try and find. We'll just try maybe find some stills. Checkers. Oh no, checkers. Yeah, I can't. Like, if we okay, while we're doing that, if we look at this slides, share screen, YouTube. So if we look at this here, right, you can see already like how Checkers where his body's positioned already. He's down on the ground and he's bent over and there and watch here. Watch this leg here just push off. Like there, bang. I wish I could go back frame by frame, but I can't. And you can see where Billy is saying that he's trying to not grab his head. But when you've got that momentum coming down, you know, of course that's sort of unfortunately, and it's just that jump. I think if Mychek almost went to ground and put his knees down to the ground, I think there wouldn't be I don't think there would be a problem. But again, this is all in it's such a split decision, isn't it? Sorry, not a split decision. It's such a quick decision that it was just was accidental. Like, again, I'll go back on. I know that I'm not being biased, and I know that you're not being biased because every single opposition said it. All right, we've got some new developments. He was low, hunched over, so I didn't want to come over with a swinging arm overarm tackle. So sort of went over the top of his head to miss his head and then sort of grabbed the ball. Exactly, right? I thought I had him pinned and I felt him drive through. As players, we learned to drive through tackle, sort of push through into me and come through the other side of the tackle, which we literally just looked at. I felt him sort of driving and all it sort of fell apart from there. It felt like I had him in a pretty stable spot. And then with him driving and trying to press his way out of the tackle, I felt like it sort of raised me up and lifted me. Yeah, this, it would be a quick holding the ball and didn't expect to get lifted and definitely not to fall over. Like he just summed it up. He summed it up so well. How else can you bloody sum that up? I'm just gonna post this. I'm gonna post this on Instagram and Facebook. Also, I know there's a bunch of people from YouTube watching this, and I really appreciate that. And I know there's also some people from Facebook. But if you are on Facebook and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, chuck us a follow. Chuck us a follow on here. Subscribe, and that will, it just really helps the channel. I'm so close to 14,000. My goal is to get to 15. Is to get to 15,000. So if we can get to 15,000, if you know 1,000 Collingwood friends that aren't subscribed to the channel, let's go. If you want to follow me on Instagram as well, I'm so close to 50,000 on Instagram. So it's a big, it's going to be a big year. Teresa, thank you so much for the donation. Multiple Collingwood hating clients said to me today, see, this is what I mean. This is why I know that it's the right decision, because multiple people who hate Collingwood are saying it's fine. Ben, my boy, to be discussing that the AFL think Frampton didn't have his mate check his best care in mind. Feeling thankful at the moment that Brody is on the men. That was heartbreaking. Thanks as always, Swoop. Ben, 100%. These guys are premiership players. Like it wouldn't even matter if it wasn't, but even more so that they've been playing together for so long, won a flag together. Of course, Billy had his thing in mind. Can I read the new update? I can. I didn't think it would be a high impact landing at all, but with the driving, it sort of spiraled a bit into a bit more of a out of control landing. I don't know what else I could have done. I approached cautiously with his care in front of mine. I didn't want to hit him in the head. I didn't want to go front on. That was generally what I was thinking at the time. And these things happen extremely quickly, I assume. He said he needed help. He couldn't move, which was quite a distressing thing to hear. He said that a few times straight away, which is why I reacted the way I did to call some people over. I felt horrific, obviously. He's a good friend of mine. I would never in a million years want to hurt another player, especially not Brody. It was a pretty stressful couple of days for me, but now that I've heard he's trending in the right direction, it's sort of taken a bit of the load off. And there you go. Like, that just sums up so well everything that we know. All right, I'm just sorry. I'm trying to do 1,000 things at the same time. I'm just posting Billy Frampton, what he's saying on Facebook and all that sort of stuff. Mate, I reckon give these clubs 4th round picks and say beggars can't be choosers. You will take what is given to you by the mighty Collingwood Football Club. All right. What do you think of the idea that losing every game for the rest of the year is better for us? Nah, I don't think so. Like, I don't want to be that team that just loses just because we want a better draft pick. I can't do that. All right. So Nick Payne from the AFL is now speaking with Frampton, who confirms it's his evidence. He didn't contribute to the force of them falling to the ground. Payne is going through the initial part of the tackle where Frampton is over the top of Marchek with his right arm over Marchek's shoulder before he moves towards the ground. I suggest to you, as you went to the ground, you were aware of the position of Brody Marchek, head and body. Yeah, he ducked under me, so I knew he was going to be low. What else can he do? He ducked under him. What else is going on? The AFL argues Frampton was pushing downward pressure on Marchek's back, but he says it was more of a pulling motion and latching onto his hip, though you can see he had marginal pressure on Marchek's back. these guys are insane, right? Like, what is the AFL argues Frampton was pushing downward. Like, come on, man. Are we being absolutely serious right now? I want to put is my quoting thing. If he was pushing down, how did he go forward? Good question. The fact Frampton is copying games for an accidental causing. You know what? I have been sent something real. Where's my quoting one? I've been sent something really interesting about the Cozzy thing. Oh, did I keep it up on my screen? I don't know if I did. Oh, look at this. I'm just gonna stop the screen for a second. I want to add something else. I want to show you this. Where is it? Where is it? Match review. Oh, here. Have a look at this. Mark Keane got a week for that. Mark Keane got a week for this trip.
Where we believe it happened, and that was
and with that trip, right? All of this was what Cozzy got graded on as well. He got graded on intentional conduct, low impact body contact, and that there is intentional contact, medium impact body contact. So how does Cozzy not get a how does Cozzy not get a week for that? So that's, I don't know, very, very interesting. I thought I'd just share that with y'all. I thought you'd enjoy it. Now we'll go back to this. Has there been any? No, there's been no new news. Do I have the one of him putting his hand up? That's the do I have, Jesus Christ, this is here. The AFL suggests Frampton could have stopped pulling Mychik to the ground with his left arm, but Frampton said his left arm couldn't have been contributing to the downward pull. He asks if he thinks he could have released his right arm. He says, if I knew exactly where his head was, potentially, but I can't see where his head is. And I know that his heads are free. I don't think this was a high risk position, and I'm not pinning him. I thought he would have been able to protect himself. Frampton said he couldn't have processed the information that Brody Mychik's head was. Yeah, exactly right. What? I just don't understand what they're arguing right now. I don't have a good picture of Brody Mychik and Billy Frampton at the club together. That's a shame. I have to go with this one. How do you get the free kick and report? Yeah, man, that's the crazy thing. The free kick was for holding the ball, right? I'm pretty sure. Frampton giving evidence. Yeah, holding the ball. AFL clarifies they're not suggesting it was an illegal tackle, but trying to adjust Frampton's understanding of the position of Mychik's body, and particularly with his head low and his hips up high, he was in a vulnerable position. Frampton says he knew his head was low, but I didn't think at the time he was in a position to get hurt. It's incredibly unlucky how it's all played out. I don't think I can be able to foresee any of that. He clarifies he knew Myercheck's head was low at the start of the tackle, but when Myercheck drove into him, Frampton says, I think I approached it the right way and avoided it, and then the way he's pressed up. I think the big thing that's gonna let him off. The big thing that's going to let him off is, I think, is that Myercheck contributed to the force of it by pushing up. Frank, thank you so much. I'm actually thinking about doing more Wednesday night streams, but probably starting at about from like 5 to 6 maybe. So let me know if you want to see more of that. See, Toph, this is the thing, right? The AFL were trying to get rid of this, but they've let it creep back in bit by bit over the last couple of months. Do you think Cochrane may debut? I think so, but I think I want to see him with a little bit more game time in the VFL just to get that touch up and ready. He's only really just come back, and you need to get that touch up and going. Always these things come out of these games. Yeah, it always does, Tim. AFL concedes these things come out. Sorry. When's the tweet? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be doing that really soon. That was so much fun. So I'm gonna be doing that soon. I still haven't got a 23-0. All right. Zeta is back. Can I put polls up on this? I don't think I can. Widgets. Oh my god. Who debuts next? Puncher Co. Put a 1 or 2 in the chat. I want to see who you reckon debuts out of our mid-season draft first. Is it Puncher because of what's happening, or is it Co because Darcy Cameron needs a little bit of a hand? I think it most likely going to be Puncher. Yeah. Everyone. Oh, Co's not getting any love. Co's not getting any love. There you go. Bit of co love. I like this new polling thing. Can I check the 15 votes for Puncher, 4 votes for Co. Looks like you guys want Puncher up next. I like that. I think he's going to be great. He is just a good body defender. But I think he just needs to fine tune it a little bit. He's still very young, 22 years old, but he's looked okay. Hasn't set the world on fire in the VFL yet. The AFL argues this tackle was inherently dangerous, that Myercheck was vulnerable and he was rotated into the ground with excessive force. Now, contradicts exactly what the AFL says here. They're not suggesting it was an illegal tackle, but they are suggesting that it was inherently dangerous. So was it a dangerous tackle? Co got pity votes. Cooper. So was it a dangerous tackle or was it not a dangerous tackle? What's make up your mind. AFL, make up your mind. The AFL does not know its head from its backside. That's very, very true. Also, for those playing along at home, oh, hang on, we've got a Brody Marchek update. It is hoped that Brody Marchek will be released from hospital today, and if not tomorrow, he will remain fitted with a neck brace for the foreseeable future and is certainly not expected to play again this year. The Marchek family through with the level of support and communication that has come from the Demons. I think the Demons learned their lesson from Petrarca. The blog M35D is from foxsports.com.au. Yeah. Teresa, I think McStay, he's done himself no disservice. I wish he could kick a little bit straighter, but again, he's our leading goal kicker. Would think Cochrane comes in if may not ability. Yeah, I think so too. I think maybe just one more game in the VFL. The interesting thing with Cochrane, right, is that he should have been playing from the start. He should have played opening round against the Saints when we needed him. Collingwood was saying, no, we need Jeremy Howe and Darcy Moore there just to protect you, blah, blah, blah. And when they came there, they didn't play him. So it'd be interesting to see if they play him or not. Jacob Ryan, yep, Jacob Ryan is a good shout. We talked about him at the start of the stream. I would love Jacob Ryan to get thrown in because remember the game that Jacob Ryan did debut in, he got knocked out. He got concussed. That was the Brisbane game at Marvel, I'm pretty sure. AFL not arguing well. No, they're not at all. Teresa, thank you. Someone has said it. Putting McStay into the defense. Oh, here we go. Nick Payne says a reasonable player. Oh my God. Nick Payne says a reasonable player could have released a tackle tonight. Oh, get absolutely cooked. Get absolutely cooked. A reasonable player could have released a tackle to not pull Mychek down with him. No one is releasing a tackle. Are you serious? I have not seen. Give me one example of when a player released a tackle. Give me one example. I don't think there's ever been a player that's just tackled and stopped. What are you talking about? What are you? Nick is paining me. What are you bloody talking about? Face palms. Oh my God, Mark. Ed looked so good. I've been on the Ed bandwagon for so long. You all know that if you watch my videos and stuff. I thought he was fantastic. Hang on, let me just. So many comments. Thank you so much. A reasonable player argument being argued by a non-player prosecutor. Yeah, make it make sense. I keep saying someone keeps saying about Will Hayes. I think he's going to be a good, crafty forward player. What a shame that when he was building momentum, he got injured. You know, so I think he's back in 2 or 3 weeks. I can't believe that Nick Payne thing. I can't believe that. Are you serious? A reasonable player? Are you saying premiership full forward Billy Frampton isn't a reasonable player? What is going on? King Billy has been our best backman for the whole year. I think Frampton's going to finish top 5 in the Copeland. I really do believe that. He has had an outstanding year. I think with his last month, Jordan DeGoey might even finish top 3 for the first time in his career, if memory serves me correctly. Payne says Frampton assumed some control over the movement of both players during the tackle and by holding his arm over Mychek's shoulder, constrained Mychek's ability to protect himself. Now, I do kind of understand where he's coming from here because Frampton grabbed him and he is falling down, but Also, it's Brody Myercheck pushing as well. But I just saw a comment. Oh my God. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah. Rag says relax. His job is to argue for the AFL, which is, 100% fair enough. His job is, so he's always going to take the AFL side, Nick Payne. But, again, what the hell? What the hell? Was the other guy Perryman? I remember him going in on Perryman, which I thought was very silly. A generational game. Oh, let's go. Damn, a reasonable player very well might release a tackle, but an excellent player would never. I love that. I love that. Cozzy Pickett got $2,000 with an early plea for tripping, which is interesting. What are we, while we're waiting for another something rather to happen, what are we hoping for in this trade period? Like I and Teresa, you'd back me up because I see you commenting on all my posts on Instagram about it. I want nothing more than Lachie Neale at my club next year. I want him. We are in desperate need of a clearance player. And he is in better form now than he was in 2023 when he won the Brownlow. I'd be surprised if he doesn't get another Brownlow this year. What is going on? Do you guys want Neale or not? I've been seeing a lot of Collingwood players say no Neale. Come on, brother. Jed Walter Ampol saying Neale literally does everything that we suck at. Cooper, that's exactly right. Excuse me. That's exactly right. So I think, Stephen, pretty much what could happen is Jed Walter, Lachie Neale, Charlie Ballard from Gold Coast, the 196 centimeter key defender. Nick and Neale, best duo. Yes, we need Neale, Walter King, and a good tap ruck. I think the tap. Oh, hang on. I'm not suggesting he shouldn't have instigated a tackle. Once the tackle had begun, he was aware of where Myercheck's head was and the angle of the rest of his body. He should have then released his arm so he wasn't contributing to the impact. Now, the thing with that is, so let's say if someone's coming right and you're tackling like this, and then you just let go, that player now is just going to get away, right? Maybe not run away, but you got to grab him, you got to let him go. He might just run or whatever sort of may happen. And then the next day on every single media show, Billy Frampton just let go. Why did Billy Frampton let go there? What are they teaching at Collingwood? Are they teaching to tackle or what's going on here? You can't win. As an AFL footballer right now, when it comes to this sort of stuff, you just can't win. And it is it's a shame. It's a shame. Neale allows us to draft and develop another mid. Teresa, exactly right. That it gives Swadling, it gives Prindable, it gives Anderson a little bit more leeway into coming out. Any news on Butters? Not really. I really do think he's going to the Doggies, unfortunately, unless Nick can get right into his head. But again, you're going to have to get Butters to this club. You're going to have to say to Butters, hey, we're going to give you $2 million a season and then hope that Port can't match it. But Port have apparently got a war chest so they can match anything. So Miles Tahan from Collingwood says this challenge was not submitted lightly given Myercheck's status as a former Collingwood champion and the nature of the injury suffered. Okay, that's fair enough. So they're not, why Green Bay Packers? Because I found this for $5 at Savers and it's one of my favorites jumpers, and I just found it again after taking out from the garage some of the stuff that I had packed when I was moving into this new house. I also had a Charlotte Hornets basketball jumper as well, which was, but that I ended up getting rid of that because I wasn't wearing it too much. Tahan, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Mr. Frampton, that's so funny. I don't know why, but that's funny. Wants to emphasize this challenge doesn't and isn't intended to reflect any denial of the seriousness of the injury or the deep concern he and Collingwood have for my check. Yeah, that's good that they're trying to get that out there. Ampol, thank you so much. We were testing the waters with Humphreys last year. He's a Pies fan. He's friends with DeGoey and follows Collingwood, also like Walter and Neil. Yeah, I heard from a pretty good source, and I don't think I've said this publicly, but I've heard from a pretty good source regarding this Humphreys thing. He wanted to come to Collingwood last season, but he didn't want to say anything until he knew Collingwood could get a deal done. And obviously Collingwood couldn't get a deal done. So he didn't so he didn't say anything. I'm not too sure. Yeah, Ryan saying that Humphreys is overrated. I'm not too sure what he's looking like at the moment, but I know that he's been injured quite a bit. Mr. Frampton. Oh, also, as I was saying before, sorry, my mind is jumping. I've got ADHD. My mind is jumping everywhere. So if you remember that I'm developing a football board game, and I've changed it now to, it was very much dice rolling and stuff like that, but I've actually changed it to it's almost like a deck builder now. So every sort of card that you play, it's got this sort of engine where you're playing cards, you're kicking, you're moving your like minis and stuff like that. You have like you have fatigue, you game fatigue. You can buy upgraded cars that let you do a little bit of things. So I've been working on that all week. So I'm very, very excited. It's given me a little bit of life. But we'll go back to this. Should I give you some of the Bobby Hill news that I've heard? I got a little bit. I don't know if the intel's super good, but it seems to be from an interesting source about Bobby Hill. I'm hearing that he's playing against Port Adelaide, is what I'm hearing. But let's grain of salt, but that's what I'm hearing from a very interesting source. I played that stupid 23-0 game for 4 hours. I still haven't got a 23-0 to raise. It's crazy. Tahan notes Mychek slips before the tackle, which leads Frampton to slow and corral before Mychek initiates contact and applies forward momentum. Yes, Tahan. I don't know. Who is this guy? Let's Miles Tahan. Miles Tahan. That's our boy. It's our boy Miles. What's this? I can't give away my sources. I can't give away my source, but I'll tell you it's tasty. God. Yes, Miles, 100%, Mr. Tahan. 22 as the best. Yeah, that's been my best one. Teresa, I don't know if you're into basketball or the soccer, but there's 2 really good ones that do that as well. Interesting, Alan, that's what you've heard. There we go. Corroboration. Yeah, Ben. I'll just post it. I'll post it in here because there's probably people who don't know about it as well. Where is it? Oh, you know what? Let's bloody play it for now. What about that? While we're still waiting for this, let me know. Should we play a game of 23 and 0? Okay, congratulations. I reckon I've done it about 100 times too. I met up with a mate on Saturday my best mate, and we're playing board games and stuff. We went to go get a HSP, and we were in the HSP shop for over an hour playing this bloody game. How far this? I think we'll get. Man, we're gonna get out of the group stage. I do believe that. I don't think we get out of the what is it? The round of 32, the next part. But I'll be there. I'll be watching them. I'm actually gonna do. I've got so much good stuff happening. I've got a really cool documentary coming out this week. It'll come out tomorrow regarding something to do with the World Cup, something to do with soccer, something to do with Collingwood. So, wait for that. But I will be doing some World Cup content as well. While it's on, going through the group stages and all this sort of stuff, and it'll probably be just a video a week. Damn, what did you do, TJ? If you don't mind me asking. Okay, there hasn't been any updates on this. Let's put a let's put a game of 23-0 so I can show everyone what it is. Oh, barista, nice. What's the go-to coffee in Perth? All right, so hang on, I want to get okay. So pretty much, and I'll post the I'll post it in the chat again. What you're doing is you're spinning, and it'll give you a random club and a random decade. You have to get 5 players, and then it'll generate. It'll tell you if you go 23-0, 23 wins, no losses in a season. So we'll spin. So north in the 2000s, you think you just go. So Savrocker only was going 2.3 goals a game there. Kerry was only 2.8. If you had to pick someone from the Kangaroos, who are we going with? I don't mind Kerry as the forward. I don't mind Kerry as the forward. I just don't. Who was their rucks? Yeah, their rucks aren't any good. Their mids aren't that good. I think we're gonna have to go Wayne Kerry. All right, we've gone Kerry. The next one is West Coast in the 2010s. I'm thinking surely Nick Nat, right? Surely we go. There's been no update on the hearing yet. Once it updates, we'll go back to it. All right. Now there's bloody been an update. Okay. One sec. Let's go back to the hearing. So Tahan says the tackle started as one thing but turned into another because of Mychek's actions in driving through in the way he did, in a way that was not expected or reasonably foreseeable to Frampton. Now he is talking about. I wish StreamYard would let me. Actually, I think I can share. If I go to, give me one sec. I just want to see if I can do something. What I should have done was background. Can't I just put in overlay? Sometimes StreamYard just knocks me around. I'm trying to put in slides and PDFs. Your computer, add file. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not going to let me add pictures, is it? God damn, StreamYard. Oh, image file. Desktop screenshot. So this is what he's talking. This is what he's talking about. So that's that excessive force that he was talking about. See that leg of Mychek is just pushing through. So obviously a bit more, a couple frames before that. But that's what Tahan is talking about there. We should have hired Cripps lawyers, baristas, and QCs. 100%. We would have been better. I've chucked Dean Cox in the ruck, by the way. While we're waiting for this, can I extra camera? Nah, I don't have up there. Sydney in the 2000s. Oh, Brody Grundy would have been good as a ruckman. They don't really have. Oh, sorry, 2020s, not 2000s. I don't mind Callum Mills as a defender, but let me know your thoughts. Yeah, Neil isn't going to the Dockers, and he's not going to go to the Eagles either. Pies Master, I hope you're right. I would love nothing more than to get Zach Butters. Actually, here's a question for you all. Would you make Zach Butters the highest paid player at Collingwood if you wanted to go there? Tahan says expecting a player to completely stop the tackle is not a step a reasonable player would be expected to have taken. Oh my god. This guy Miles might be the actual GOAT. Where's Miles just bloody cooking Nick Payne right now. And you know what? You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Def need a Robin for a Nick. Don't want to run him into the ground by 30 yet. Yeah. Tahan is cooking. Tahan says Mychek had his arms free and had an opportunity to protect himself first. Ooh. Ooh. You know what? I never even thought of that. Let's go back to this. Oh, actually, hang on. Not that one. Let's go back to. Let me try and get it for you. Okay, right here. I'm just going to screenshot this. Oops. Hang on. Give me 1 sec. Bear with me because I'm not on that screen. I'm going to go back into here. And then I'm going to remove that. Image file. This is what Tahan's talking about. Our boy Miles. Hey, let me tell you, you don't need to be a chef to see that Miles is bloody cooking right now. So this is what he's talking about. Right here, you can see that Brody Mychek is still holding on to the ball. A reasonable going off what Nick Payne said, a reasonable player would have dropped the ball and put his arm out to stop, right? Would have dropped the ball and put his arm out to stop himself from going into the forward momentum. That's what a reasonable player would have done. Riley, what's going on, brother? Yep, Stuart. Look right here. This is what you're saying. Right bloody here. It's a Hans just like boom, boom, boom. He's waiting for it. Absolutely waiting for it. Do you pay Butters more than Nick Dacos? Does it open? Yeah, I'm still of the belief. That Nick Dacos is not even going. Will never go to Tassie. I'm more scared of Gold Coast coming in 2029 and pinching him, a la Gary Ablett Jr. That's what I am thinking. Yeah, exactly right. I don't think there's who wants to play for Tassie. No offense to Tassie. I love Tassie in general, but who's there? There you go. Oh, sorry. Let me put you back on. Just remove that. I'll put the thing back on. So we got a bit more of an update. This was a terribly unfortunate football incident, but its consequences should not distract the tribunal from the central question, which is, was Frampton unreasonable? The answer to that question? No. Miles, absolutely cooking with gas. Talking about cooking with gas, I am starving. I'm going to get a pizza. Another question for chat. I know this is not football related, but do you prefer pizza that's like gourmet pizza where it's like wood fire, a couple of bits of ham, some mushrooms? Or do you like the pizza? I call it like junk food pizza where it's like shredded ham, heaps of cheese and stuff like that. Cooper, my go-to pizza is, of course, a Meat Lovers. I love a Meat Lovers. Don't mind the lot, but I'm not going to pay for a pizza with the lot. If someone gets it at a house party, I'm eating it, but I'm paying for a Meat Lovers. Taham, he approached the contest carefully. He applied an appropriate tackle, and then the nature of the tackle changed because of matters that weren't foreseeable and were outside of his control. Taham he is so good. Mitch, I'll be doing that on Friday. Very keen for that. Yeah, that's the thing. Fancy or junky. I don't mind the fancy, but I love the junk, man. I love the junk. Barbecue chicken. You going to stream more, Swoop? I will be. Like I said, you probably weren't here. I'm going to be doing maybe a 5 to 6 on Wednesdays is going to be my stream. I reckon. Junk pizza, Tahan's destroying the AFL's cases. Oh man, I love a pepperoni pizza, Shelly. You know what? You've convinced me. Maybe I do get a junk pizza. Maybe I do get a junk pizza because I'm looking at this place in Mooney Ponds that does gourmet pizzas. But I do feel like a junk. It's a good day for a wood fire. Pies Master. I think Ben King will stay at the Suns. I can't see. Mate, I don't even know. Oh, the tribunal's deliberating. All right, let's go. I don't know where Hallam is, but if I'm ever down there, I'll check it out. All right, let me just put this that the tribunal is deliberating. There's no suggestion he didn't approach the original tackle appropriately. Once it changed, he could have and should have done more. Man, I could have and should have done more in life, but I didn't. Like, you can't. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? All right. So while the tribunal is deliberating, Flying Magpie, you make a good point. Let's get back on the 23-0 for a little bit. Hallam's near Dandenong, far out. I don't venture over that way. I used to, but I don't venture over that way anymore. Okay. So if we're going to go for a defender, I'm going Callum Mills here. I'm absolutely going Callum Mills as a running defender. What's everyone's thoughts? Il Caminito. So I'm in Pasco Val, so I don't we just got to go, that sort of area. There's a really good pizza place next to me. There's a good pizza place in Mooney Ponds that do gourmet pizza. I just don't. You know what I hate? You know what I absolutely hate? Change era. Blakey or McCartan. I don't want to waste an era just yet. Oh, you know what? Blakey or McCartan. All right, let's go. No, but Blakey has just got 19 disposals. Callum Mills, I think Callum Mills is the better defender. I think I'm going to make a call. I think I'm going to go Callum Mills as a defender. All right, tribunal still deliberating. Brisbane in the 90s. What do we need? A mid and a utility. See, this I would change. The respin. Do you know? Yeah. I'm gonna respin. I'm gonna respin the error here, and hopefully we get 2010s Brisbane. 2020s is not too bad. Oh, you're going Lockie Neal. Our boy Lockie Neal as a mid. We'll only do one of these because I can't. Oh, okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we doing? Are we going Buckley? We can go Buckley as a utility. Really good stats across the board. Or we could go Sav Rocker with 3.4 goals. It's just his disposals that let him down. Come on, tell me. You guys make the call. It has to be Buckley, right? As a utility. Yeah, all right, let's go Bucks. Okay, ready? Oh no! No! We were so close, fam. We were so close. We were so close. Oh no. 22-1. That's a good team. What cooked us? I think it was the goals. I think if we had Sav Rocker here averaging 3.8 goals or whatever it was, I think that would have really helped us out. I'm just gonna put the screen back on so we don't miss the deliberation. God damn, 22-1 sucks. Far out. We were so close. I've got so many 22-1s. Oh God, Cooper. What the hell, man? Cooper just sent me an Instagram DM with a screenshot. So he had Paul Roos, Max Gawn, Lenny Hayes, Bontempelli, Tony Lockett, and the bastard got 23-0. The bastard got 23-0, man. Good job, dude. Insane. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, it was good bumping into you too, Riley. Let me see if I think the deliberation is going to be a bit going to be long. I just don't want to miss the deliberation now. Or actually, no, we'll do an actual stream for this a little bit later. What do you think about the Pies of season so far? So we're 11th. Are you wanting to quote unquote tank for a better first pick, or are you wanting or are you wanting us to try and finish as high as we can? Personally, I want us to try and finish as high as we can. I don't even care if we're playing in a wild card round. It was built for Collingwood, that wild card round, I feel. But I've seen a couple of Collingwood supporters say that they want to tank for picks, which is really weird. I don't know why. I don't know why they would want that. I know Kane Corn said that. Dino, my son's name is Maynard and loves the. How good is that? Hi to your son. Liam Puncher must play. Yeah, I agree. Try for wildcard. Yeah, that's what we should be. That's what we should be doing. No tanking. Never give up. Just keep playing hard. Yeah. Keep winning. What does playing the kids even mean? Didn't North do that? And look where they are at. That's that's true as well. That's very true as well. I'd say play more kids and try to win games. Yeah. Look, I think that there's a good balance. Swoop, do you play golf? The only golf I play is Wii Golf from Wii Sports on the Wii. I don't do golf. I did it once. I did 9 holes and it just cooked my back. Like I can't do it. I love mini golf though, but I can't do normal golf. Uh, I hope not, Jenny. I absolutely hope not. If they do, I'd take it higher up. If they do, I'd take it higher up. I just want to get I'm gonna do 2 designs. Teaching the kids to tank is poor. Teresa, 110%. Do you used to play football? I did, Con. I used to play for Oak Park. I used to play for Jacana. It was bloody good fun. And I used to play for Pegs. I played for them a couple of years ago. I might be playing next year as well. That's a good point. You watch Collingwood make a wild card round and make a bloody prelim. Winners don't tank. Yes. Matthew, this is what I said at the start of the year. I was like, wild card sucks, but if Collingwood make it, I'm all for it. They've got me eating out of their hand. And that's why they do it, right? I just want to tell me. Oh, no, that's insensitive if I do that picture. Billy Frampton. What's the feel with the Billy? I think we're going to get off. I think Tahan did had such good evidence compared to the evidence that the AFL put up. To be honest, with the injury we have, I don't think we need to tank. We have only beaten teams that are in the bottom half of the ladder. Yes, we have been competitive against some of the higher teams. Yeah, that's the thing, right? When was the last time we? I can't remember the last time we beat a team in the top 8. Pom, welcome Pom in the chat. Go follow Pom on YouTube if you haven't already. Hardly spoke to my wife because so 38-0 is a 38 is the soccer version of what we just played. Very, very good. That's true, Alan. That's true. Yeah, another one. Another good comment here. I think Tahan's arguments were fantastic, but the tribunal's so unpredictable. Like, you just have a feeling that they're going to uphold it, don't you? Like, that's just something that the AFL would do. I'm going to have two. Oh my God. I can't even talk. I'm so hungry. Font. 2 graphics ready to go is what I'm trying to say. Who's winning the World Cup? Who's winning the World Cup? I think Spain. I think it might be Spain. I wouldn't mind seeing some form of underdog win it. But I just can't wait to go into the city and watch Collingwood. Oh my God. I can't wait to go into the city and watch the Socceroos play. What's the opposite to cleared? I was going to say, what's the opposite to when a suspension is upheld? It's cleared, Luke. Cleared. Perfect. All right. They are good to go. England. Pommy, I've actually got a you know what? Maybe I will go for England because I've got a really nice 90s English kit that I found at Savers for about $15. That's really cool. I think it's the 1997 home kit. Yeah, I should be there. I don't think it's Saturday though, right? It's Sunday, isn't it? Socceroos. I thought it was Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday, 2 p.m. And then our next game is 5 a.m., 20th of June on Saturday. So I reckon I'll wake up for that one against the US. Tribunal is still deliberating. Let's take you on the wild journey of Twitter and see what Twitter's saying. Oh man, what a sick bloody kit. Nothing. Why are they saying nothing? Following. Oh, recent. No one's really saying anything. David Zeta got his schnitz, which is good for him. A lot of Man City news here. Can these effing idiots please stop with the could have released a tackle bullshit? Once you're committed, you're committed. I could also put to Nick Payne that his dad could have pulled out with Jesus Christ, but once you're committed, you're committed. Oh my God. Yeah. Bobby from Pies World, a really good tweeter. Regardless of where you stand on the Frampton suspension, the AFL saying he should have done more without actually explaining how is amateur. Exactly bloody right. Oh, sorry, get that off. Man, this deliberation is long as. What do we think? Why do we say things are like long as hell or like wild as hell? I guess wild as hell makes sense, but like, why do we say as hell as something? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Can you tell I'm a little bit delirious? I thought you'd. No, no. We're not putting those comments up. That wasn't my feed. Surely not, right? I don't know where you saw that. No, that's not my feed. Yeah, guys are just trolling me. That was David Zeta. Oh, far out. Long as Ned. Of course I checked. I wanted to make sure I wasn't getting in trouble. Of course I checked. Yeah, exactly right. He was tackling checkers and his momentum him took it that way. Saying he should have done more is just like, yeah, how? Oh, that's too big of a face. We'll keep it like this. Tell us where you found out Bobby playing because he's a waste of a list spot. I don't think he's a waste of a list spot. I can't give you my source, but look, that's just what I heard. Obviously things change. But what I've heard is that he's been told that it's Port Adelaide, but he has to train. I know that he was training yesterday though, at the club and they were absolutely putting himself through some work. So that's really good. Yeah, that's why I only showed the feed of my following feed, because that For You feed, I don't know what's going on with the algorithm on Twitter at the moment, but it's a bit crazy. Interesting. A lot of people are hearing about this Port Adelaide thing, so it's not just me. So I feel a little bit vindicated. Dane, we do need more than Bobby, but can you imagine? Like, let me set the scene for you, right? We're playing Port Adelaide. We're a couple of goals worse off or a couple of goals up. All of a sudden, the ball comes down. Pods just misses the mark, hits his hands, falls down. Bobby, one-handed, snaps, Ponsford end, goal, goes up to the cheer squad, high fives. Oh my God, imagine Imagine. Yeah, my Twitter feed is just basically sports stuff. Nothing else. Nothing else. I don't know. I don't know what Elon Musk has done. He's infiltrated my thing. He's infiltrated my feed. God, this deliberation is going to go longer than we've been waiting for. Oh. We need Bobby. 6:41. I should have brought some snacks. What's the GOAT? While we're on the subject, what's the GOAT chip flavor? It's obviously salt and vinegar, right? Is it only salt? Is it salt and vinegar? Oh, that's a really good idea. We need a massive crowd for the Port game to convince Butters. We need at least 75,000 people at that Port game. Nikki, I swear to God, the pizza would have come here quicker than it's gonna take. You know what else is a good one that no one talks about anymore? Light and tangy. I love a light and tangy chip. If the franchise gets upheld, it's season done. Agreed. Lime and sweet chili. I haven't tried a lime and sweet chili one yet. Smoky bacon Walkers from UK. Like having a mouthgasm. I don't know what a mouthgasm is, but that sounds pretty enticing. Pom. A lot of salt and vinegar love. Corn chips. Chili kettle chips. Yes, agree. Sweet chili kettles. Samboy barbecue. I do love a Samboy. I haven't had a Samboy. Yes, Mark. Light and tangy. My boy. Let's go. Oh, my. I've got it. Not a story, but like, I guess it is a story. But for some reason, when that Maynard deliberation was going down, I was at Broadmeadows Plaza eating sushi and putting it on my story and live tweeting it. What the hell was I at Broady Plaza for? I cannot remember for the life of me. 3D Doritos. I remember 3D Doritos. I do. Roast beef and mustard. Oh, that can't be a chip flavor, right? That can't be a chip flavor. Twisties, sour cream and onion, Doritos nacho cheese. Oh man, I haven't done what do they call this? A chippo or something? Chip Sanger. Yeah. Tubes is a good throwback. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna one sec. All right, I'm back. Woo! Sorry, guys. I had too much water. I had to pee. But I also did go for. I also remember that I had snacks. These are the GOAT. Now you know that I lost 20 odd kilos. I lost in about 8 or something months. This helped me get through. I know calorie counting and stuff is a sensitive topic, but if you can get cobs, get the salted caramel ones, low in calories and taste freaking fantastic. Cobs, if you're watching, hit me up. Hit me up. You know who else loves these? Look at this. Come here. Oh, come here. Good boy. Good boy. Sea salted caramel. JP, anything caramel, 100%. Tribunal has been deliberating for 23 minutes. Why doesn't Collingwood defend the kick-outs? Does that piss you off? Mate, there's a lot of things that Collingwood do that piss me off. What I hate the most, the kick-outs as well, is that what I hate the most that Collingwood do is they just let easy kicks, and a lot of teams do it, but they just let easy kicks out of defense. I'd be playing man. I'm not I don't know what's going on, but I'd be playing man on man. Someone said, "Is that a moccasin?" Yeah, Peter Alexander. I love me some Peter Alexander. Yeah, Zany, 100%. Hang on, you can see. Oh, hang on. Oh, you can't see Lex. Where is he? Lexi. Are you on camera? Are you on camera? Do you want some popcorn? Come here, buddy. You want some popcorn? Oh, the tribunal is still deliberating. God damn it. Cooper, twins. Here, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. So, Teresa, you know that I've got two, but for those who don't know, two whippets. This is Lex. Clark's downstairs sleeping. Lex loves. Here you go. Good boys. They love popcorn. I've got 3 dogs, so 2 whippets and Ollie is my partner's dog. I don't know what he is. Maltese Terrier, maybe. Oh, Cooper, thank you for giving Lex a big stretch. Shout outs. That's something that I forgot to do. Whew. Oh. All right. Still deliberating. This is Bobby Hill to take a mark on Horn Francis. That'll be nice. Do you think we can make the wild card? Yeah, no, I think we'll make the wild card 100%. Jen, oh my God, you got to whip it in your display picture. Oh my God. So my boys are from the same litter. And so they're litter mates or litter brothers, whatever you want to call them. And they're 12 this year. I can't believe that. They're 12. If you like light and tangy chips, you got to try the limited edition Tangy Pickle Twisties. Whoa, hang on a second. Tangy Pickle Twisties, brother. Oh my God, Woolworths. Oh, I'm gonna get those. Those look sick. Do you reckon if I email who does Twisties that can sponsor me? Who does Twisties? What's their? I'll try it out. Maybe I'll give him a review. All right. There's so many Tangled Twisties, Tangy Twistle, Tangy Pickle Twisties in the chat. I'll get him. I swear to God, I'll get him. I'll do a review up on. I'll put it up on as a YouTube short or something. GNU 1978. Shout out. Absolute shout out. Yeah. Buzlaki, the macros here, 103 calories per 100 grams. So 100 grams usually fills up just like a sandwich bag. That's about 100, not 100 grams, sorry. 20 grams usually fills up about a Glad bag, a sandwich bag worth. Really good. Shout out to GNU, 1978. Shout out. They live long lives. I hope so, Jem. Now, look, you know what? We're going to keep this light. There's a lot of people watching. I could go on a tangent about um, some dark things, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to. See, ends up. I want to, right? I want to. I want to talk to these players so much. The club helped me out a little bit, not so much with the players, but what I don't want to do is annoy them. I don't want to wait before training or wait after training and annoy them because they've just had 3 hours of training, right? So I'm not gonna do that. And also, I see so many kids and people going to training, wanting pictures and wanting to say hi and wanting things signed. And who am I as just some bloody content creator to say, hang on, let Perryman, let Nick Dacos give me 5 minutes of their time to interview, to have a chat with me. No, I give them the signatures and the photos. Like my time will come. But that's why I don't interview the players at training. I know that was a bit of a tangent, but that's why. Agreed. So the tribunal has been deliberating for half an hour. What is going on? Why didn't I not know? Why did I not know there's salt and vinegar cheesels? Mate, well, not looking very good. Let me tell you. Oh, I've got to order. Okay. I think I've got to order my pizza. I think I am going to go with a gourmet. The one why I don't like it though is why give me such a thin base for my pizza on a gourmet? Why if I want to hold it up, I want it to be hard while I hold it up. Why do I have to hold it up with two hands to try and eat? Like I'm like I'm feeding from a hamster wheel. Like that makes no sense, man. Makes no sense at all. But I will order. No, thin is not best. Come on, guys. GNU, what question should I ask? All right, get the chat. Chat, what questions should GNU ask Nick Dacos on Friday? Yes, dude. Thin pizza sucks. Hey, I do love a bit of spanakopita. Love that. It shouldn't take this long. The longer it takes, the more I think he's going to be let off. Oh, I found the goat. Oh my God. While they're still deliberating, I've got to show you the goat. Oh, actually, no, I can add that to stage. Oh, no, remove. Oh, God damn. Stop screen, present, share screen. Here's our boy. Here is our boy, Miles. Our boy. got a pretty good. Damn, he's got a big CV. Areas of practice, bankruptcy and insolvency. Where does it say getting Billy off a stupid suspension? Oh, sports law. There you go. Sports law. There we go. Our boy. Shout out. Shout out to Miles. who the fuck is this guy? That's Miles. That's Miles DeHaan who's fighting for Billy Frampton's right to play. Oh. Breaking news, Tribunal still deliberating. The price you have to pay when the AFL are incompetent. If you know what? If you take the AFL to the tribunal and you win, the AFL should pay your legal fees. I don't know if they already do that, but that should be what happens. Like, it makes sense, right? Doesn't that usually happen in real? All right. What pizza am I going to get? Capricciosa. I do like a capricciosa. Mozzarella, ham, mushrooms, and olives. Hawaiian, Parma, mozzarella, prosciutto de Parma. I don't want rocket on my pizza. Freaking fancy pizza. All right. I think I'm going to have to go. I think I might go the capricciosa. Should Pendles retire? I don't think so. You can play 23-0, Jenny. I've just put it in the chat here. Give me one sec. Where is? Good boy, Ollie. I really do want a junk food, but yeah, there was a couple in from this chat. Cooper went 23-0. And a couple go vegetarian with me. Hey, that's what I used to do. Yeah. Who puts rocket on a bloody pizza? What are we doing here? I have played 82-0. I'm not really a basketball guy. I have been watching the Knicks though. Been loving that. Whoa. Pineapple on pizza is actually the GOAT, and I will not take no for an answer. They would make good television. It just makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. A Supreme. You know what a Supreme would be? It'd be a meat lovers, no chicken, right? Because I don't want chicken on my pizza like that. It'd be a meat lovers with pineapple, barbecue sauce, onion. And I reckon that's it. I reckon that I don't know if that's not really moving the needle. It's just pretty much a meat lovers. Oh my God, this tribunal. Yeah, that sounds bloody delicious. I don't watch front bar. I don't really I know this sounds stupid, but I don't really consume a lot of sports shows and stuff. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just catch up at when it's Collingwood stuff. Sourdough pizza. I've never tried sourdough pizza before. I'm gonna have to. See, I found out this year, how stupid is this? I found out this year that I have an intolerance to onion. Onion is literally my favorite vegetable, and I can't eat it because it gives me a sore stomach. Like, how is that fair? How is that fair? I do though. I do sacrifice my stomach for a good bunning snag with some onion. You know I do that. You know I do that. 100%. Won't be live streaming that though. Won't be live streaming that though. What outcome is Frampton going for? Frampton's going for 0 weeks. That we're just trying to get him right off. How long do the deliberations normally take? Anywhere between. Sometimes they're really quick. I think they're not quick because I think they have to be it can't be a hung jury, or is that the saying? Everyone has to be on the same page. Lockie, I'm gonna have to go with Dominic Mysterio. I just love his vibe. I love his aura. If anyone in the chat follows wrestling, go give Lockie Maloney a follow on TikTok and Instagram. Really good wrestling content. I don't watch wrestling, but all I know from wrestling is from Lockie. No, I don't like. I'm trying to get into it. Lockie's really helping me get into it. But I like Dom. I just like his vibe. I like his vibe. That's a good question. I don't know who the tribunal members are. I don't think they will tell us either. Yeah, must be a unanimous decision as I understand it. So that's probably why. All right, I've got one what you should ask him. Ask him if he's been getting into Zach Butters' ear to try and come to Collingwood next year. At the start of the year, I tipped Fremantle to win the flag, so they're still going to be my pick. What's Twitter saying? All right, Twitter's still pretty dead. Twitter is still pretty dead. All right, here we go. Tribunal members: Jordan Bannister, Michelle Dench, Darren Gasper. Wasn't he a footballer, or am I making that up? Jason Johnson. Oh, Zeets, man, what are you doing? They've been deliberating for 41 minutes. Maybe that's who I'm thinking of. My son's friend's cousin is Zach Butters. Well, time to come to Collingwood. If Butters goes to Collingwood and Port matches the offer, what will we can't give up anything for him. We can't give up anything. We don't have the capital. We'll have one pick this year. One pick. We'll have one pick this year in the first round. We'd have to get like 4 clubs involved, and who the hell is going to help Collingwood out? It just won't happen. Zach played for my local club and their colours are black and white and they seem like, oh, here we go. We could, that could entice him. That could entice him. Would you consider, if you were Collingwood, to give up both Dagos brothers for, say, 7-9? I would consider, if Tassie or Gold Coast said, no, I don't think I would. I don't think I would consider it. What's happened with Humphreys? Pies were keen. Pies just couldn't get the deal done last year. And I think Hawthorn in a better position than us. Brent, shout out to Brent. Still deliberating. Hey, Amy, that's just my ADHD. That's my ADHD playing tricks on me. That's what happens. They're only deliberating one case. They're only deliberating one case, and it's ours. And they're still going. Bailey, really good point about going after Nate Caddy. I know we're in his ear a little bit. I think he's contracted until 2028, though. Yeah, he's contracted until 2028. But I don't know if you watched the game on the weekend. If Essendon keep burning him, I think he might leave. I think he absolutely might leave. The website I'm getting updates from is Fox Sports. Caddy would be very handy. I think he's going to be a generational talent. Oh. What's happening with Bobby? Any news whatsoever? Yeah, I said it a little bit earlier. I think he's going to play against Port Adelaide is what I'm hearing. But we'll see. We'll see. Lexi. Oh, do I have my No, I don't. I'm nervous because they may say 3 weeks till what is the exactly right. Grace, yeah, I still think wildcard is definitely on the table for us. We just got to finish. You want to finish 7th or 8th so you get the home final, but Collingwood in finals is a different beast, absolutely different beast. Hey Swoop, do you mind wishing? Oh, Lindsay, let me get down here. Lindsay, I'll go full screen if you want to record it. Hang on, Lindsay. Happy birthday. Hope you get spoiled. Hope you get everything that you want. I don't know if you're a Collingwood supporter or not, but I hope the Pies win for you. Cheers. Hope that was good, Linford. Yeah, 100%. 100% he would. Oh my God. Hey, beautiful. Hey. Mate, I should be charging $400 for that now. Come up here, beautiful. Hey, yo, come on, up, come. Oh. Jen, happy birthday for last Monday. Is this the same? No better year to finish bottom 5, by the way. Oh, yeah. That's a really good. You okay, buddy? That's a really, really good point because of the. Ollie, what's wrong? Because of how the academy and the father sons now work, you get another pick. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right, come on. Let me get off. Hey, Ollie. All right, come on. Go. Ollie, stop it. Oh. Oh, Ethan Drever. All right, I'll put that in my notes. Ethan Drever. Let's look up his stat profile. 188 centimeters. Is he a? He doesn't look like a forward. Oh, midfielder. Okay, okay. Not too bad of a height. Is that who we're? Is that who we should be picking? Have another mid. Good question. How often? So goal kicking is integrated with our drills. So which is what so we're doing goal kicking drills all the time. And then at the end of the session, when there's the boys are out there for 15, 20 minutes, they're usually kicking at goal. So they're doing it quite a bit. Oz Yank, thank you so much. Tribunal trying to save face when knowing they're effed up. I agree. I think that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, I agree. I thought Pod showed more than enough to say that he never comes out of this team now. I thought he was incredible. God damn. Thoughts on Charlie Ballard news out tonight? I think it's if he comes cheaply, he's on a $500,000 contract apparently. The only thing is he is contracted until 2029. So might take a little bit to get him out of there, but they're not playing him. So and they used to before his ACL, they were playing him all the time. Free franchise. I reckon Bobby plays. I reckon he plays. Jeez, could you imagine this? Oh my god. I don't did he get off? I just got a notification. Did he get off? What? Did he get off? Oh, he's free to play. Billy's free to play. Billy's free to play. Let's go. Let's go. I forgot to scroll up. Let's go. That was only a few seconds ago. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Oh, how good is that? How freaking good is that? Come on. I had two things ready to go. This was the first one. That one was ready to go, and this one wasn't. Oh my god, here we go. What's Billy Frampton is free. Billy Frampton is free to play his 3 weeks suspension has been overturned. Let's go! How good is that? They finally get something right, these Malakas. They finally get something right. God damn. How good. Oh my God. Tahan the GOAT. Tahan the absolute GOAT. I'm going to make sure we shout him out. I'll make sure I shout him out on Instagram. Tahan the GOAT. Tahan the absolute GOAT. Oh, this has been really. Oh, I'm just posting it into groups. Give me 1 second, and then I'll look at the screen. This has been really, really fun, guys. This has been really, really fun. Has there been any? Hang on. What we'll keep it on. We'll keep the stream running because I want to see their reasoning. They haven't released their reasoning yet. Oh, this has probably been the best news that we've had for a long time. I'll go to 23-0 in a second. I just want to see if there's going to be. They will release their reasoning. While they release their reasoning, let's just do a 23. Let's just do a 23-0. Wasn't the thing where you get your DNA called 23andMe? That's what I keep thinking of. All right. Let's do a 23-0. Stop screen. Oh, this is so good. This is so. You know what? Would you still want Puncher to debut because we haven't got any Braden Maynard? Would you still debut Puncher, or are you doing a Jath or a Ryan or a Parker or a Cochran for a debut? Let me know. All right. 23andMe. Okay, so we've got Adelaide in the 2000s. I don't like anyone here. Maybe Scott Thompson. As a utility. Yeah, give Jacob Ryan a go. A Swaddling debut. I think that I don't reckon that that has anything to do with anything. All right. I saw someone say swap club. We're swapping clubs. Using our spin on the first one is wild. Melbourne in the 2000s. Jeff White as the ruckman. Jeff White as the ruckman. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go Jeff White. Geelong. Oh, come on. Geelong 20. Oh, is he only averaging 2.8 goals? Mids. Bailey Smith. Do we do Bailey Smith? We'll go Bailey Smith. We'll do one more and then we'll pack her up. There hasn't been any reasoning yet. Oh, Essendon in the 2010s. We're not going to win a flag, fam. We are not going to win a flag. I want Essendon in the 90s or the 2000s. Oh, you know what? We'll go Matthew Lloyd. Oh, I should have gone Dustin Fletcher. I cooked it. Oh, Richmond 2010s is easy. We'll go Alex Rance. Oh, Bashir Hooley. More disposals. We'll go Bashir Hooley. Utility. Brayshaw. We're not going to get anything. 21-2 is still pretty good. 21-2 is still pretty good. Oh, fam, thank you so much for joining me. That was fun. I don't know when Dave Azir is going to write up what happened with their reasoning, but I'll post that on Instagram and on Facebook. But thank you very, very much for joining me. I love this. I love having every single one of you here. Let's try and make Wednesday streams a thing. We'll go maybe 5:30 to 6:30 or 5 to 6. But let's do it. This was really fun. Thank you for everyone who donated. I'm gonna go and order my pizza because I am starving. But have a good night. Enjoy your bye week. Go Pies.